What's up, gang? It's your man Key here, and we are locked in back with another episode of Key Success Podcast. This is episode 11. Man, I miss every single one of y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in to this 11th episode edition of Key Success Podcast. I know it's been long overdue. It's been a while since I've seen y'all. I'm just so lucky and blessed to still be here doing this. Y'all know what it is, man. We back. We got some topics. We're going to run through them. Y'all know what to do. Like the video, comment, subscribe. Give me y'all input, topics, feedback, whatever. We here, we back, and we being consistent. We on a good run. We got a new spark. We got a glow. We have an energy, positivity, no negative people, no negative friends, family, no bad vibes whatsoever here. We just keeping it pushing, man. So we gonna run it, and let's get to it. So the first topic I want to get into is it's been, when I say a week, last Sunday, since the NBA Finals ended, and I just want to say congratulations to the Oklahoma City Thunder, man. Shout out to SGA, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, winning the NBA Finals MVP, winning the NBA regular season MVP, just doing historic numbers since Russell Westbrook was on the team, Kevin Durant, James Harden, since that team took it to the NBA Finals against the Heat a long time ago. But shout out to them. They are the NBA champions. Much love and respect to them. Shout out to the fans who literally had to take their team from Seattle Supersonics to Oklahoma City during the rebuild. And ever since then, they've been trying to get over the hump, and they finally did it. Shout out to their GM, Sam Presti, who's just been dragged through the mud for this longest time of how he's just been getting talent after talent and superstar and could just never seem to win the big one, but he finally did. Shout out to that young core. Just a few years ago, won back-to-back, like 20-game seasons, and now all of a sudden, last year, number one seed, this year, number one seed, and they won the NBA Finals. So shout out to them. Can't wait to see what's up next for next season and just keep it going from there. So shout out to them. And I also want to say on the other side for the Indiana Pacers, shout out to them also and their role players, TJ McConnell, Miles Turner, Pascal Siakam, and even their superstar Tyrese Halliburton. Yes, he is ascending young superstar, Tyrese Halliburton. If you seen what this man did in the postseason this year, there is no denying after this year you can't say that this kid is a young incoming superstar. From clutch moment after clutch moment after clutch moment after literally like each round progressing, game winners, clutch moments was just awe inspiring to see. Everyone doubted this team. Everyone brushed aside this team. Oh, it was going to be maybe the Celtics. Or it was the Knicks. Or it was Cleveland. No, the Pacers showed you why they were the team to beat in the East this year and also last year of getting to the conference finals last year against the Boston Celtics, I want to say. But I just want to say shout out to that team. Tyrese Halliburton, I've become a huge fan of yours with your play this year, and I just want to send prayers for your speed of recovery. If you guys didn't see, he tore his Achilles tendon in the first quarter of Game 7 in the NBA Finals. So just want to shout out to him for even pushing to play that Game 7 after sustaining a serious calf injury the last game before then. But to go out and play, knowing the risk, knowing what you had to do and what it took to win a championship, just know that you have not only my respect, but you have all of your contemporaries' respect, especially after this year of what they said. You are voted the most overrated player in the NBA by your peers, by your colleagues. So you made them eat words after this year from your performances. So shout out to you. Get healthy. Don't rush back. Just take care of your body for next year. And then the year after that, come back and show us why you're one of the best rising stars in this game. So, and next thing I want to talk about is I just want to send a quick shout out of support to all of the U.S. troops and military of whatever we're going through at this time. If we're at war versus Iran, I don't know what's happening. I'm trying to keep up a little bit, but at the same time, don't want to just cloud my mind with negativity. But I just hope that we all find a resolution to whatever problem we may be going through with other countries in this world, and just hope that ignorant people in the office, and I don't really like to talk about politics, so I'm just going to keep this very, very short, but I just hope that we should not lose lives for some BS in a situation like this. Just keep everyone healthy, and just at the end of the day, everyone deserves to go home, especially for those fighting for our country. So I just want to say thank you, and you guys always have my love and support for what you do for our country and for keeping our freedom. So I appreciate it, for real. Next thing I want to talk about is just want to get some reaction to some NBA trades so far in the NBA draft. We can start with the draft, obviously. Cooper Flag was the #1 pick by the Dallas Mavericks. No surprise there. They're going to be a serious contender in the West next year and beyond with that front court between him, AD, Daniel Gafford, Derek Lively. Imagine when Kyrie comes back from his Achilles tear tendon. They're going to be a scary team to watch, so look out. Surprisingly, from what I've seen, Ace Bailey was a top 3 pick. Was supposed to, I want to say, projected to go to the Philadelphia 76ers, but dropped to number 5 and was taken by the Utah Jazz with the number 5 pick. And for the Utah Jazz, I would give them an A+ in this year's draft to get them, Ace Bailey, and also Wilton Clayton Jr. from Florida, who won the national championship this year, the guard. For those 2 pickups right there was amazing for them. I still feel like they have a long ways to go, but they're slowly but building through the draft and progressing. So shout out to them. Like you said, when you have teams, small market teams like OKC and Pacers in the finals, and you see other teams trying to do it the right way and progress through the draft, because a lot of free agents are not going to come to these low market teams. They're going to try and go to LA or Houston or Miami or Chicago or New York. So they're trying to do it the right way and build and establish a good brand. So that's my reaction to that for the NBA draft. And some of these trades, Kevin Durant is going to the Rockets for Dylan Brooks, and I want to say Jalen Green. Don't blame him. I wish they could have kept Brooks. He's a very good defensive player, and their head coach, Ime Udoka, expresses, that heart of defense and toughness. But like you said, you kept most of your young core. You have Fred VanVleet, a champion. You have Sengun, a rising star. You have KD to mix in with that. Amen Thompson. So slowly but surely, you have a #1 option, scoring option in Kevin Durant that's going to lead by example, and everyone else is going to follow in pursuit, and they're going to try to do their best to win a championship. So doesn't move me, so say, for the trade. Like they said, they wanted him, and they did what they have to do. But I wouldn't say Kevin Durant automatically moves the needle, but it brings them a step closer at winning the championship. So I would say that. Who else got traded? That I would say Lonzo Ball got traded from the Bulls. He's on the Cleveland Cavaliers now. That was a surprising trade. I take that back. Not that surprising, because Lonzo Ball has been traded from the Lakers to the Pelicans, from the Pelicans to Chicago, and now Chicago to Cleveland. And he has to stay healthy. He's a great guard. He's one of those throwback guards like Tyrese Halliburton. He makes all the players around him better. He helps the team first, and then eventually he'll get himself going. But I like the trade for him, for Isaac Okoro. So we'll see. You just have to stay healthy, and then hopefully just play ball. play hardest. I'm trying to see what else. Any other trades on top of my head? Not trades on top of my head, but LeBron opted in for another year to play for the Lakers at $52 million. So that was surprising. He's still pushing the envelope to play. I think this is going to be his 22nd or 23rd season, which is nuts. For him playing after 40 at this level, at this age, it just tells you how he's serious about the game of basketball. He doesn't cheat the game. He doesn't take it for granted. He's just pushing his body to the limit to give us perfection. And after him, we may never see anything else like him for a very long time. So we might as well just appreciate his greatness while he's here. You know, he's one of our GOATs in basketball. There's Jordan, there's my GOAT, Kobe, and then for some people, there's LeBron. Whether you like him or hate him, you have to respect him. So shout out to him for that. And yeah, I think that's mostly all the trades so far. There may have be some more coming up in the upcoming weeks, but we'll see for now. But yeah, that's all for that. Next thing I want to talk about is, quick note, we're going to celebrate another GOAT, Jordan, especially Jordan's brand, the Jumpman, on their 40th anniversary this year. And this is something so crazy I have never seen in my life. The amount of heat that's dropping this year will never be seen or replicated ever again. When I tell you, there are so many shoes. If you're a sneakerhead like me, there's so many shoes that I have missed out on my childhood, especially in high school, middle school, that now I have the opportunity to get. And it's just like, they're just coming month after month after month. They're dropping heat from the grade 5s, from the metallic 5s, from the cool grade 9s. We have the Gammas supposedly coming out in December. We have the Taxis supposedly coming out, Black Cat 4s, Black Cat 3s. We also have Ferrari 14s. We have Fire Red 5s. We have Aqua 8s. We have Air Jordan 10 Steel, Shadows for the 10s also. We just have so much shoes, and heat coming is just crazy. If you're a sneakerhead, if you love shoes, it's the perfect time to pick up the shoe that you've always loved and admired, but at the same time, it's gonna hurt your pockets. But I mean, hey, you like what you like, so you know, I just want to say shout out to the Jordan brand, you know, giving the product to the audience of what we want, and also, you know, keeping up with the quality and elevating it to its most retro form. So, it's funny that I say this because I'm looking at two shoes right now. If y'all hear the bag, I have two shoes bags rough over here that I've never worn yet. So, but eventually I'm gonna wear your shoes. Like I say, wear your shoes. Some people look at it as collector's item, but just wear your shoes, man. Next thing I want to talk about is dark times ahead of this summer for sports fans. Like I said, NFL's not here yet. It's the summertime. Slowly waiting on that. NBA finals just ended. Right now, for the most part, man, we just locked in with MLB, baseball, and shout out to the WNBA, man. We can't forget, man. The biggest WNBA. I think I want to celebrate in 26 years this year. 26 or 27 years. Shout out to all the superstars: Asia Wilson, Clayton Clark, Beckers, Angel Reese, Skylar Diggins, Nafise Collier, just Sabrina Ionescu, Brianna Stewart. Just shout out to all the WNBA players for pushing the envelope, continuing to get eyes on their sport and their brand, and just making sure that it becomes a global statement in the game of basketball, just like the NBA, and can one day continue to push and be, who knows, even bigger than the NBA. So shout out to them. But like I said, for sports betting fans, I think it's a good and bad thing that we don't have a lot to bet on, especially with baseball, how particular it is with betting. And like I said, the WNBA, and there's other sports, obviously, soccer, hockey, golf, boxing. There's so many things, but at the same time, it slows you down a little bit also. So it gets you in the mindset of, okay, you can let your wallet breathe, and you don't have to just constantly keep on betting, especially with all of these sports. But when they come back in the fall, I'm gonna tell you right now, it's gonna be a different story. So just look out for that. Next thing I want to talk about is, oh, quick congrats to LSU men's college baseball, man. Shout out to the boot, man. LSU. I just want to say it wasn't last year, but the year before they won it. I remember because I was on a cruise and we was literally watching it in a bar. Shout out to them, man. They got some young dogs over there. Make it to the pros, just killing the game. Shout out to them. They won their 8th national championship title. LSU baseball. Their program is excellent. I feel like ever since I've started working at UL as a production assistant, especially with the ESPN Plus program, shout out to y'all guys over there. Y'all know who y'all are. I just found a great appreciation for the sport of baseball and softball. So, like I said, it will be my go-to to watch, but like I said, you appreciate the value of what they do and the sport itself, especially once you get to watch it from a different standpoint. So shout out to them with that. Next thing I want to talk about is I want to acknowledge that we're towards the end. If you're watching this episode is probably going to be coming out on July 1st, but I just want to give a quick shout out to all the men out there. For June, that was Men's Mental Health Month, and I just want to say that as men, we need to be better prepared to communicate and to just cope with anything that we're going through, especially as Black men in America. We go through a lot, and just know that you're not alone in this, and the love and support is greatly appreciated from all avenues of life. And just know that if you don't have anyone in this world, you have God and your loving Savior Jesus Christ to help you with anything you're going through in this world. And just want to say, love every single one of y'all. Y'all the foundation, y'all the blueprint. Y'all keep things going, y'all keep things pushing, y'all Mr. Make It Happens. Y'all the GOATs, man. Y'all the real MVPs. And I just want to say thank y'all. And I love every single one of y'all. And that's from the bottom of my heart. And just check up on your friends, your loved ones. They may not be going through a good time, but like I said, it doesn't matter. That text and that phone call, whether they like it or not, it's going to mean something to them. So shout out to them. Next thing I want to push on. Okay, this is a little silly topic I want to say. Not silly, but it gets you in a little kid phase. Okay, so it says, what's anything that you still watch that some people might say is childish? And okay, I'm gonna give y'all 2. For me, this is my take. Okay, number 1, wrestling, specifically WWE. If you guys, like I said, a lot of people grew up on wrestling. We all remember Stone Cold, The Rock, The Undertaker, Triple H, John Cena, Edge, Jeff Hardy. We can go on and on. And a few years back, it slowly, generated a large fan base. Wrestling started becoming cool again. And that was amazing to see, especially online, through the internet, especially when Vince McMahon got out from his pushed out of the door, especially by TKO and their producers through their alleged speculations. Allegedly, if you know, go look it up. But especially with Triple H taking over the business and being in charge of CEO and creative, it's just been a great product to watch. We love it. Obviously, it's not perfect. They have their flaws, but like I said, wrestling will always be a big part of my life. Something that, like I said, for some men you can cope with, whether you like it, whether you don't like it. Just find a good thing that you love and just enjoy it, because this is your life, and how you want to handle things is your choice. So I love it, man. Shout out to wrestling. Shout out to all the wrestling fans. The people that say, oh, it's fake. oh, this and all that. Well, hey, you don't have to watch it. You don't have to watch it. Like I said, those injuries and what they do and what they put their bodies through, it's not fake. And if you want to find out, go find out, because the profession is a real sport of what they do, and it's greatly appreciated. So I'll say that. Okay, and then my next one is I don't know. I'm saying the next one's Power Rangers. Okay, I'm not tapped. Like I said, hey, hear me out. Hear me out. Like I said, if I said anything like Barney or anything, y'all could come for my jacket. I'm 26-year-old. No, I'm still not watching Barney. But like Power Rangers or whatever, like I look at it like, for some people, like anime. Some people tapped into anime. Still with me, I'll throw another one in. Dragon Ball Z. Tapped in. I'll go look up clips on YouTube, watch it when I'm at work. Power Rangers, if I'm bored, if I have anything to watch, I'll just run through it. If I don't feel like watching on Netflix, I'll just run through some episodes, watch some clips. But those are, I would say, my three that's just like, if I'm super, super bored, if I have nothing to do or watch, that's something I'll just throw on. So, y'all let me know what y'all things that was so, say, childish for little kids that you still watch today. So, y'all let me know what those things are. Next thing I want to talk about is Cardi B. Cardi B is finally dropping her long-awaited second album. It's been 7 years since she dropped her first Grammy Award-winning album, Invasion of Privacy. And she's dropping a new album. I believe it's set to drop in September of this year. I think she maybe wanted to put it out. Maybe they rushed her to put it out. But after 7 years between her first album and her second album, it's safe to say that it was time to drop an album. The only thing that scares me about it is that supposedly Up Tomorrow or WAP is supposedly 2 tracks already that's supposed to be on the album. And that scares me because I know what she's doing. She's trying to upscale her album into getting more views, into getting more hits, as to getting a complete album. But to have all of this time, 7 years in between albums, we want to see fresh sounds, fresh songs from you, and we want to see you progressing and highly getting better. Like I said, I'm not gonna shit on her. I'm not gonna pray for her downfall or anything. Like I said, I hope she does well. Congrats to her and supposedly a new baby. Like I said, you see her relationship with Patriots wide receiver Stephon Diggs all over the internet. Someone check on Offset. I'm tripping. But shout out to him. Offset also dropped a new single called Bodies with JID. They supposedly supposed to drop around the same day sometime a couple weeks ago. If you guys don't know that song Bodies by Offset and JID is fire. So go check that out. But yeah, I'm just hoping that this is something that she was ready for, something that progressively is giving her more confidence and that's going to build and mature her into the artist that she wants to be. So I can't wait to listen to it. All right, next thing. Okay, this is a side note. If you guys, like I said, everyone be on TikTok scrolling and everything, and I don't know why it is for me. I've always said this. I've always said that if I do have a child, I want it to be a boy, but I think I've just been slowly turning into a girl dad for some reason, and I don't know why, and I don't know how I feel about it. It's crazy. From my life, my path, and what I see on the regular, especially from my family side, it's just like, damn, I've never thought that. Obviously, like, you have to have that on the back of the mind that you could potentially have a girl, not just fixated on a boy. But it's crazy that I'm finally like realizing, like, damn, that can happen too. And it's just like a flip switch moment. You know, it's a weird perception that's going through my mind because I was just so fixated on like, man, if I have children, I want it to be a boy. I want it to be a boy. I want it to be a boy. But I'm slowly but surely appreciating like, hey, if it's a girl, like I'll be awesome at it. Either way. So that's just something that's just been creeping into my mind also. Next thing I want to say is just a word of advice. Everyone in Louisiana, man, please stay cool, stay dry. Drink your water, man. I swear, it's been hot. The heat wave's been crazy. I think we're still in hurricane season. You know, in the summertime, the Gulf be brewing, or the Gulf of America now. But like I said, just take care of yourselves. It's crazy out there, man. Just take care of yourselves. Take care of your bodies. Your overall morale, mindset. Doesn't matter. Just make yourself feel good, whether it's a certain look, whether it's how you feel, your smell, your scent. Just make yourself happy with whatever, and it's gonna just bring your energy on a higher level, and it's just gonna make you happy. At the end of the day, everyone deserves to be happy, whatever makes you happy, whether you find the right outfit, whether you want to make an awesome playlist. Like I said, for me, I love music, supposedly R&B and hip hop. Music can change your mood. Find that right playlist, man. In the gym, lock in. Fitness, eating habits is another thing. Don't kill me. We're surely on that. Getting some more fruits in, vegetables in. Like my grapes, man. Go get some red, purple grapes every time when I go in the store. But just make yourself feel good, uplift your spirits, car rides, get yourself in the mood. Just make sure about your health. Make sure, guys, girls, go to the doctor, checkups, appointments, religiously. We just all want the best life for each other and live for a very, very, very long time. So next thing I want to talk about is, okay, this is another topic that I got from TikTok. If you're in a relationship / are married, we're going to put both of those in there. Do y'all have a curfew for your partner? And for me, I would say if I'm in a relationship or married, yes, I'm going to have a curfew for my partner. And here's why. And it shouldn't be really explained because it's a respect thing, y'all, at the end of the day. Now, if you guys don't, cool. And it's all about communication as well. Like I said, at the end of the day, we're grown. Not trying to be toxic, not trying to be neutral, but it's certain things, it's certain boundaries. It's a respect factor, y'all. It's a respect thing. Like, I wouldn't expect my partner for me to be cool with if I'm leaving for a party at 10, 11 o'clock and coming back at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. Like, no, that's not cool. For me, I would say that. And for some people, let me know if I'm tripping or not. But I just feel like what are you doing? Like, why wouldn't you want to come back home to your partner? The person that your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your husband, wife, someone that you're married to, just making home safe. That's just me. I've seen that, and it's one of those things for me that's mostly common sense. For some, it might not be that common, surprisingly, but it's a respect factor. It's a if you know basis. So that's just me. Let me know if you guys think any different about that. Next thing I want to talk about is, shout out to the BET Awards. The one time, I swear, oh my God, we got rid of cable. Y'all couldn't see the BET Awards this year. Kevin Hart supposedly killed it. Seen some clips on YouTube. The one year, I'm so mad because the one freaking year that I decided not to watch it is the year that they went all out. Because supposedly, I think it was their 25th anniversary for the BET Awards. It was some anniversary, so they pulled out all the big stops, all the great performances. They brought out the throwback 1 and 6 in Park stage. It was dope, man. It was dope to see. Shout out to them. Very enjoyable to watch. Everyone killed it, and that's what we want from the BET Awards. You know, black entertainment television, not just from the Grammys, the Oscars, for people to show up nice and clean and take things serious. You know, it's not a cookout. It's not a backyard event. No, this is black entertainment television to celebrate all of the young and old lifetime icon achievement awards. Just celebrate greatness, and that's what we're here for. So shout out to them for that. Great episode edition of the BET Awards. Okay, next thing I want to talk about is, y'all have to go check out the trailer to this movie called Weapons. Y'all heard it here first. The new scary movie Weapons comes out on August 8th, 2025. It will be a hit, and I'm calling it right now. I think this has the potential to be the best movie of this year. So far, for me, it was Sinners. Shout out to Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan and the rest of that amazing cast. Chef's kiss, they killed it. And I don't know why, I just been becoming a great fan of just like great scare thriller stories, because when it's done right, it can make amazing screen time, story, television, and not television, but you get what I'm saying, the movie aspect. But that movie, when you go look at the trailer, I think there's 2 trailers and a teaser. The lady from Ozark is on there. Wong, the dude who plays in the Marvel, the fat guy who be with Doctor Strange, who does the ring magic portal things. He's in it. And I forgot the other guy's name. But yeah. Y'all heard it here first. That movie's gonna be a hit. So another quick tip, just a health tip, just drink plenty of water, especially this time, summertime, it's hot. Your vitamins, take your vitamins, work out, get some vitamin D, man. Just don't stay in the house, get some sun, eat healthy, and pray, man. Just build that relationship with God, and then He's gonna just take all of your worries away. For real. Let's see. Do I have anything left for y'all? Speaking of God, yes. Ask God to clear away all of the clutter in your mind and start over fresh. Please. And my last topic for this episode of Key Success Podcast. Well, yeah, okay, B. Simone, you tripping. Because if you guys haven't seen, there's a clip of B. Simone supposedly crying on the couch, talking to a friend on her podcast about not having the right finances as she had a few years ago, and how she couldn't shop at Bloomingdale with her friends, and now that she had to go to H&M. Like I said, B. Simone, you was talking a lot of cash money shit. You was shitting on the people a long time ago of how, I need this and this in a man. I don't want a man who's working a 9-to-5 for what so and so. And now we see you crying about how you're struggling with your finances. That just goes to tell you that you don't have to shit on a man, a hardworking man that works a 9-to-5, or anyone. I understand if that's your preference, but at the same time, what goes around comes around, and not everyone is always going to be at the top of certain aspects. And that's just something that you need to look in the mirror and realize, but I hope that's a eye-opening, awakening lesson for you, and I just hope that whatever you're doing in your life makes you happy, and your journey is beautiful from what I've seen. But at the same time, when you're constantly on a platform, especially like me from what I'm doing. Take me, for example, a smallest platform. When you're constantly putting tapes and records of you and recordings for the public to see, and your takes and opinions on wax, on paper, online, that's going to stay here forever. If you have a bad take, if you have a bad opinion, or something that a lot of people doesn't agree on, eventually you'll have to eat your words and take it back. And that's just what goes with the game when it comes to this. So I just want to say, but that's something that I just find hilariously funny. And it's just like, yeah, you put your foot in the mouth. You put your foot in your mouth when it came to this topic. So yeah, but shout out to her, B. Simone, great comedian, seen on Wildin' Out, was introduced to her through Wildin' Out. And no, I lied, I take that back. I want to say I was introduced to her before then, when I was watching her skits with Desi Banks, the comedian. Shout out to Desi on TikTok and YouTube. But if not, it could have been in Wildin' Out too. But shout out to her, thoughts and prayers for her, and I hope that she's getting better each day. And I think that's it. Oh, one thing I want to talk about, last thing just to wrap it up, got into some good TV shows, got into some good things on Netflix. Started watching You on Netflix, dope so far. Heard about Blind Spot. I'm thinking I'm gonna watch that tonight. Started watching Genie in Georgia. And guys, this is literally like, you go on Netflix and see the top 10 lists, and you literally just go through that. Like, it has to be rated good for a reason. I haven't watched the new season of Squid Game yet, season 2 or 3 supposedly. So I'm gonna try and get on that. But what else I'm missing? Love Island. Haven't started watching Love Island yet. Heard it's dope. I'm gonna try and catch up on that. And Pop the Balloon. Shout out to Pop the Balloon. Started on YouTube. Now it has, I think, many variations of their episode on Netflix. So shout out to them. It's dope to see a small idea progressively get bigger and grow from it. So shout out to everyone putting in that work. Entertainment is at its best, at its highest, and it's something that we love and appreciate. But yeah, that's it for everyone on here. Thank you so much for watching another episode of Keys to Success Podcast. I'm back. I'm better than ever. I love y'all. I've missed y'all so much. I'm so sorry. And I know y'all guys are tired. Just, oh my God, just tired of me just saying this all the time. But I made a promise to y'all, and I made a promise to myself to get better throughout this entire process and journey. And I can say, for some reason, don't know why, that I lost the passion for this, but I can finally say that I found the spark back for it. And like I said, wherever I am, like I said, I got a notebook, got some topics to write down, and y'all guys send me feedback too, man. It's greatly appreciated, and I know I have to just be consistent at this. I have to take this serious if I want to get to the top, or not just doing something that I love, because whether I reach the top of this or not, it doesn't define me who I am as a person. It just lets me know what I'm doing and what I love to do in perfecting my craft, and going through this journey. It's just going to make me happy. And that's what everyone should strive to do at the end of the day, no matter what you do. And if you guys don't take anything from me, from this podcast, just take that word of advice from there. But I love you guys. I miss y'all. I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. I'm here to stay. We locked in, for real. This has been another episode of Keys to Success Podcast. And this is your boy. I'm out. Peace.